everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies, and we are back with the next episode of Young Justice. Last week we found out that Calder is in fact deep undercover, which, you know, my good boy, who I kind of wanted to go bad, but you know, he's a good boy. Wally and Artemis came back. Wally really does not want to be involved, but Artemis is back in the game and also undercover with Calder, so that should be fun. We got a little bit of background on why and how McGann and Superboy's relationship fell apart, and it's kind of for the projected reasons, but it was nice to get it confirmed. And I don't know what else happened last week. With all the appearances of Tim Curry's character, whose name, the alt J. Jonah Jameson. Oh, Gordon Godfrey, there we go, I forgot, the JJGG. With Gordon and Godfrey clearly representing kind of stirring up humans against aliens, and that being kind of a recurring theme throughout this season. Plus, you know, the invasion storyline. I'm assuming that if not this season, next season, we're going to have some very strong anti-alien sentiment that the team has to deal with moving forward. So I'm kind of excited to see how that continues to build. Yeah, but for this episode, it looks like we are going to be focusing on the Speedies, the OG, and the clone Roy Harper, who, as a new parent, should be done with it, but probably won't be. So with that, I'm going to stop talking. Let's get started.
While I was on ice, you found another Roy Harper, the sidekicks formed their own team, aliens invaded the Earth, and Ollie grew that dopey goatee? What happened to me? How can there be another Roy Harper, and what happened to my arm?
He has the personality of a teenager, but honestly, whoever is voice acting him, he just sounds like an adult. How old is this Roy? Isn't he supposed to be like 15?
They grabbed you. Thing is, Roy, that was 8 years ago.
What? Lex Luthor and the Light abducted you. They amputated your arm. Endless supply of your DNA to perfect their human cloning process. They grew me, or rather, Force grew me. They programmed me with all your memories and skills, and worse.
Then they spoon-fed me clues to your location.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, wouldn't that have taken some serious time? So, they knew Speedy went missing for several months.
I've been going crazy, so when I found you, him, I didn't question the good fortune. No idea Luthor had stored you on ice all this time.
You took my place.
Okay.
You've been living my life for 8 years.
He's waking up with some supreme hater energy. Like, I understand why, but...
Ollie, you gave up on me.
Yeah, be mad at Ollie. Other Roy tried really hard to find you.
I'd understand if you never wanted to lay eyes on me again. I don't know. Seems to me the clone didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, okay, I'm fine with that.
I can't blame him for this.
However...
But I can totally blame you! Roy, we were partners. Friends. How could you not know I've been replaced?
He's a clone. It's very convincing.
Did I not see how useless you are?
I mean, it appears the anger is genetic for all Roys, regardless of, you know, being programmed or controlled or all natural. I mean, he has reason to be angry, but
I need some time to process all this. I understand.
How old was Roy when he was kidnapped? Because it's really throwing me off.
It's a curse, isn't it? Having me for a mentor. Speedy, Red Arrow, and Artemis. The three of you all poster children for the Stay Away from Green Arrow Club.
Maybe stop inviting children. I mean, they'd like to ignore that part, but stop training kids. Find, like, adults who are capable and be like, all right, I'm gonna trust that you're responsible and won't die.
You're a good man, Ollie. So get back in there. He needs you, whether he knows it or not.
At the very least, your money will help. Okay, the flightiness is also apparently genetic.
He said they're quote-unquote searching the 7 seas for Lagoon Boy and his captors.
Thank God Mal is here to do literally nothing but give us some background information on the past and future episodes.
I don't suppose we're any closer to identifying the Light's new partner. Nightwing? Where is everyone?
You're not guessing, but it's the big ocean guy who's recently been a real big problem for you guys. At the very least, assume there's an audition. Hey, we already have a dead Robin. And then Tula and Impulse, really?
Sorry. Morning makes me hungry.
Not really mourning, you didn't know her.
Whizzies from my locker, didn't you?
Hey, where I come from, it's not stealing, it's scavenger rights. So blame Kid Flash. He got me hooked.
Also, no one noticed that little subtle hint that the future isn't great and awesome. Scavenger rights, like that's not something normally people just be like, hey, sharing is caring, but word choice.
Seems to me they just don't want to advertise we're not immortal. The world will never know about Ted Court's sacrifice.
And you're carrying on the grand Blue Beetle heroic tradition, right?
Superboy has Superman, Wonder Girl has Wonder Woman, Robin has Batman, Nightwing, and Batgirl. But me, I never even got the chance to meet the guy who should have been my mentor.
I hear that. You know, we have more in common than you might think. Great. You got any money?
His annoying personality may be a front, but I kind of feel like that's just who he is.
Thank you for coming, Wally.
How you'll not tell your mother? Torturing this poor woman thinking her daughter is dead.
Eggs, then losing Jade to the life. I could not have survived this without you.
She can keep a secret, like...
But Artemis was my sister, and I loved her. I should have taken better care of her, but it's not too late to get vengeance on her killer.
Oh, gosh.
Aqualad is mine.
As usual, Jade, you're missing the point. Artemis's death is an insult to our professional reputations. The son of Black Manta cannot kill Sportsmaster's daughter, not without running it by me first.
Holy shit, dude! That's what you're wearing.
I want a reckoning with Manta.
This is kind of fun, actually. Like, obviously it's a facade, but it's interesting to think that that just becomes a villain-on-villain situation. Not because he cares, but for the disrespect.
Recognized. Red Arrow.
So New Roy goes by Red Arrow. Wow, that's an original name.
I thought the same thing, Roy.
Wonder if he kept this out of laziness, nostalgia, or guilt.
Well, I mean, up until a couple months ago, well, no. Up until 5 years ago, he thought it was you.
30 breach. Lockout. Perfect. Override lockout. Green Arrow 08. Roy, wait! Sorry, GA. Can't let you stop me.
That's so annoying. Also, Ollie, my dude, you're an actual superhero. What did you think that was?
Great. We can't follow.
But we can find out where he went. He zated to Metropolis.
Metropolis?
He's an archer who doesn't have an arm. What is his plan exactly?
To get revenge on the man who stole his life and his arm.
Like, at that point, he better have a gun. Unless he's just gonna be through. Does he have a crossbow? I think you could... At some point, I'm pretty sure I said he was going to get, like, some kind of one-arm crossbow situation. I don't know if he could have formed that in the last 10 seconds that he's been in this hideout.
Entails so much paperwork.
Enabling an alien invasion. Why are you enabling an alien invasion? What is the actual, like, monetary or power benefit to that?
Gotta
Oh,
love modern weapons.
just a bazooka.
Easier for a one-armed man to fire a missile launcher than pull on his pants.
I was about to be like, oh, he's gonna get a crossbow. Nope. Missile launcher. So if there's already a Red Hood, which I'm just assuming there's, not necessarily, because there's a...
How old are you today?
6. I mean, 22.
You look exactly the same as the day we met. That's a compliment, you big goof.
It's not. No one wants to look eternally 16.
The huge surprise parties Megan threw for you year after year.
I hated those parties.
It made Megan happy to throw them for you, so secretly, you loved it.
It's a weird way to hit on someone by talking about their ex-girlfriend they clearly loved. Also, y'all look related, so stop.
This year, you're the only one who remembered.
It's Connor's birthday today, and with Calder holding the gun cap,
Is that Satana?
I can't focus on parties.
She looks so different. I can't focus on parties. Goes to another. Bridal shower?
It's from Artemis too. We bought it together.
Oh, well that got depressing. Also, y'all had your bridal shower on Connor's birthday?
So Artemis would want us to celebrate.
That's so rude.
If we didn't.
Like, again, you're not dating him, but you wouldn't have been like, oh hey, by the way, that's Connor's birthday. Especially since those are usually planned by someone other than the bride, like.
Getting married, girl. I know.
Ooh. Ice Union. They've returned. Yeah, okay, so this is the whole thing, not just in this show, but like if a Vampire Diaries type show, where they're like, yeah, Stefan's supposed to look 17. That looks weird after a while. There's no casual way to be like, no, I'm 24, but I look 17. I mean, people think I'm 17, I guess, so I guess. Never mind, I take it back. But at some point, it's weird.
There. That
It only works if you already looked old.
Do me a small favor. There seems to be a would-be assassin on the roof opposite corporate HQ. Kill him for me.
Ugh, someone tried to assassinate me, whatever. That's how chill he should be. Like, Lex Luthor should just be like, whatever, an assassination attempt. Going about my day. Oh, well, that was a shitty bomb. Wait till he's in the car.
Mr. Harper, so nice to see you again.
Feelings not mutual. Tell your bodyguard to disarm.
She carries no weapon.
She is the weapon.
She is a weapon.
Guys, when I make fun of dialogue, don't say the dialogue. It's a superhero cartoon. I shouldn't be surprised. Y'all getting married at 22 for real? That's wild. Why did you ice it over? Like, I thought he was aiming for the truck, but it's already there. Also, there's absolutely nobody else on this street except for that bridal party of superheroes. He's just like, damn, what unfortunate timing.
I'm completely doomed, aren't I?
100%.
Okay, but like, did y'all all have your costumes? Like, I mean, even if you wear them under your clothes, everyone except McGann, I don't understand where your costume was hiding, let alone in a pile of ice. You're like, oh, I kept it underneath the presents. Like, how did... They should all have like, if they have like a Flash style one where it's in the ring, I get it, but... He's like, oh gosh, only 13 other cars to use.
Quite the arsenal you brought tonight, Mr. Harper.
You haven't seen the half of it, Luthor.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the weapon.
He's so little. His voice is so Arsenal. Is that going to be a hero or villain name?
Greatest arsenal any man can bring to the party.
Or is that just a
consists of the
soccer
resources
team?
of his own mind,
Football team.
his intelligence, his stratagems, his force of will, and you, my young friend, have all of those.
Surprise, I made you my kid too. He's clearly intelligent, but this was extremely rash. And if you had done maybe a couple of days of research, you would have realized that Mercy is a robot, or at least has a robot gun arm. Why you don't go straight out of hospital bed, arsenal, hey, and then just start missile launching at people. A couple of days of stalking at the very least. Ooh. I gotta say, I respect how intensely he wanted to kill this guy. Because I feel like you could have at least just made like a graceful exit and like reevaluate, come back later, and he's like, no, no, no. I really want to kill you. Despite the fact that I'm just getting the shit kicked out of me. Did he just bite through rope? He said none of us are gonna have arms.
Mercy.
Oh, he almost seemed like he cared. So it's not rope,
That's
it's...
detonation cord, Luthor. The
Bat.
kind LexCorp sells illegally. I use your own tech to do to you what you did to me.
Except we gave you anesthesia.
He's like, not to quibble over details, but this is very painful. And that seems unfair.
Vengeance is a sucker's game, son. And yours can only be achieved at the cost of your own life.
You think I won't pay that cost?
Honestly, I have no idea. But I might just be dying to find out.
You want we should take him out now, Mr. Luthor?
You want we should take him out now? What kind of grammatical structure?
I believe in preparation. You see, ever since you vacated that cozy little freezer unit we provided for you in Tibet, I've expected this confrontation. So I came prepared.
I mean, you can see he's an expert in robot arms. And what's a superhero show without somebody with a robot arm?
What is it you really want, son? Revenge or satisfaction?
Anyway, so back to that dead Robin. That's Jason Todd, right? Who then comes back as Red Hood. So we have Red Hood, we have Red Arrow, who's now Angry
Hey,
Red
guys.
Arrow.
What took you so long?
Roy, are you all right?
I'm good. Well, better than I've been in 8 years anyway.
That is a super creepy voice.
What's in the case?
We love a what's in the box moment.
But it's more powerful and versatile than the model Luthor gave his own bodyguard. And it'll literally make me a living weapon. No one's putting me on ice again.
Where's Black Canary with the therapy?
Speedy, you sure you're okay?
If someone starts talking all slow and deep like that, no, they're not okay. They're beginning their villain origin. Are you kidding me right now? Arsenal? Sometimes they just say things in such a way that it's very clear it's gonna be a name. I can't tell if they didn't have like the confidence to make Speedy the entire episode plotline, or if they just maybe wrote the episode, wrote the episode, got to like 17 minutes, realized they needed 5 more, and were like, I don't know, let's throw in some plot line about a bridal party, bridal shower, and Connor's birthday. Like, that part just seemed really extraneous, because I kept thinking, oh, it's going to build to something. Obviously, Artemis's, family either mourning her or plotting revenge against Manta. That's relevant. That's we're going to see later. But Captain Cold being like, I'm going to rob a bank. Oh, no, the girls are here. Like, and it's not even like, oh, this is a B plot of, emotional and character interpersonal development that, like, really matters, because it's just... they all sit down, we barely get a full look at them, they don't have any real conversation besides mourning Artemis. So, like, I guess it's a continuation of the mourning Artemis plotline, but I don't know, that just felt a little half-assed. And then maybe introducing a new love interest for Connor. I hope not, because they look too similar, and I don't like characters that look related that start dating. It's weird. It's even weirder in animation, because there's only so many faces, really, and I don't like it. I think I'm gonna make him Mal my new Calder, of just like, does he do anything? At least Calder did stuff. He just was either shamed or felt insecure about every single thing he did. But, stuff was happened. Stuff did. Stuff was done. Mal is just, he doesn't even get the guy in the chair. He doesn't sit. He just stands by some screens and he's like, hey guys, here's a quick background on last week's episode. And also, some stuff we're gonna cover in this week's episode. Continue. Like, just... do something, please. We got Satana back, which, I have been asking for, but we didn't get to see her, like, again, really do much. So I'm gonna give this half a point and wait until we get to see her in a combat scenario or a, I don't know, thinking, planning, how, trying to help the world without the Justice League scenario. That's what I'm waiting for. We have Lex kind of, I think, obviously the implication was that the light was intentionally trying to cause some kind of alien invasion. They're partnered with someone who plans to invade, but this is the most flat out direct, I am trying to help an alien invasion occur that we've had from a member of the Light. And I like that Lex is just kind of, you know, meh about it. But because it's Lex, like, there has to be some benefit. Like, obviously the Light is full of very intelligent people, but it can't just be something as simple as Vandal Savage wants us to try to evolve humanity by making them go through fights, and basically, you know, the 1%, the 0.01% of bacteria that lives, you know, becomes the victor. Like, there has to be, because who's to say that he would? Yes, intelligence and wealth aside, if you know, help someone invade who's too much bigger than you, and then you just become dead or a servant, like, that doesn't help you. So, assuming that Lex and the other Light members are intelligent, who could they be wanting to invade that has a material benefit for them? That's what I'm still kind of stuck on. And Speedy is going to be a vigilante of some kind due to undealt with trauma, rage, and just a lot of other stuff that's happening. And I'm hoping that when Jason Todd shows up, it's going to be like him, a Red Hood, and Arsenal, and they get together, they wear red together, they get mad at their former super daddies, and just cause havoc. I think that could be cute, could be fun. And I like that he is apparently so easily bought. He was like, fake arm! Like, my dude, my good man, your super daddy who is filled with guilt is a billionaire. Oliver Queen can buy you a metal arm. Like, yeah, I guess Lex will get you the one with, like, the laser fingers or some shit, but you could get one from, if you don't think you can guilt trip this man who's in the church filled with sadness about you, you're really dumb and you're very short-sighted, which you kind of already saw because you didn't actually take your time to plan the best assassination of Lex. I don't know. It just feels like at the end of the day, his price was actually not as high as I feel like it should have been. But also, I think he's like 15? Like I can't really tell. It's been 8 years. If Roy was about 18 in season 1, that was 5 years ago. Yeah, so he's like 15 years old, right? So I guess that's all to say 15-year-olds aren't that smart. He's very capable, he was very angry, and he was pretty good at assassinating when he put his mind to it, but the foresight and the thinking 5 steps ahead versus just like 2, he doesn't have it yet. I think that is all for this episode. I think this was a pretty, like, A-plot only kind of episode. It was pretty straightforward, pretty direct. We found a guy, we woke him up, he's very angry, he tried to kill Lex, maybe he's less angry, also he's definitely gonna be a vigilante. And scene. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. All those good things that make me very happy. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!